Hey, Alex.
Hey, what?
Let me tell you about horror.
I hate myself. Oh, I hate myself. I hate myself. Oh, I hate myself.
Alright, Alex, so... I've been, macabre interest. I've had an interest in the macabre, as we call it in the biz.
Oh, goody.
I think it also, when I was real little, I had, an N64, and I had, a PlayStation 1. The N64 was, it was fucking Mario Kart, and... Actually, I don't think I ever owned Mario Kart. It was basically Zelda and Mario 64. And so when I got tired of replaying those several times over, because that was when I appreciated games, now I have 700 games in my Steam library with an average completion rate of 13%. But I would, one of the PlayStation games I had was Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And I was like, oh man, this game's pretty sick. You hop around Dracula's castle. Oh man, look at all these gothic things. Huh, gothic, what does that mean? Oh shit, I'm in high school English and we're reading gothic horror. One of my favorite ones that we ever read was the Cask of Amontillado, which you might still remember.
Yeah.
From the mystery podcast that was deleted where we recorded the same shit and then Skype recorder. That was the scariest thing of all. Quick recap of it. Dude's pissed off at this other guy and decides, hey, I'm gonna get him.
It's just fucking delete this.
It is.
The story.
Delete this. Guy gets real pissed off at this dude. Fortunato was like, oh, I'm gonna get him fucking turned and then seal him up in the catacombs. So he goes down there, fucking seals him up. He's all drunk. Then he starts getting sober. He's like, oh shit. And he starts getting all angry and shit. And, the story just keeps going, as he slowly seals him up. And I was like, whoa, holy shit, that was insane. And so I asked my teacher, I'm like, holy fuck. Mr. I don't remember his name, but he retired, and he refused to give me, he was selling off all the shit in his room, and he wouldn't give me the suit of armor for, $100. So whatever his name was, I was like, holy shit, that was awesome. What can you toss me here? I need some more of this. And he mentioned the Stephen King books in the library. And I'm like, oh, hey, Stephen King. My mom has a yellow bucket that I have sitting 3 feet away from me right now, literally full of Stephen King books. So I didn't read any of those. I read all the ones from the school library. So I just went through there and I started picking through them all. I read Cujo. Did you ever see the movie Cujo, Alex?
Remind me, what is that?
It's about this big-ass fucking dog. It's a fucking huge dog. And this kid and his mom, go up to this thing, and, their car breaks down. And the dog's just out there. They're trapped in there for several days, because if they try to move and their car won't start, this dog will start freaking the fuck out and trying to kill him because he's got rabies.
Mm.
And in the movie, the kid gets out. In the books, the kid, named Tad, by the way, fucking dies.
Fucking dies.
He gets, if I remember right, he there was something about milk. He kept wanting to drink milk, and then at some point the dog bites him, and he gets all fucked up and he dies.
Okay.
But Cujo was the first one I read, and I was like, holy shit, it's a fucking big dog.
Holy shit, it's a fucking big dog.
But I read Cujo, and then I read, I just started going through all the short story collections they had. I read Cell. It's hey, terrorists or something, we don't know, set off a signal that goes through cell phones that turn people into 28 day later zombies where they're just really fucking angry. They run around, they blow shit up. And it's following a group of people as they go through. And near the end of the book, one of the characters, she does nothing wrong. And then some dude drives by in a car and fucking smashes her head with a brick and she dies. And I was like, what the? I went full Mr. Krabs. And I was like, what the fuck? And then, related to that, I found out about I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, which is the most horrifying game I've ever played. It's the only game that spooked me so much, I stopped playing it.
Mm-hmm. It's,
if you don't know what it's about, for the listeners here, because, I told Alex all in the mystery episode, the ghost one.
the mystery episode.
Ooh.
The Lost episode.
But for a recap for the listener, humanity gets they make this robot for war because it's getting too complicated for us stupid folk, and so they make this super intelligent AI, to wage these wars. And then it's like, man, I'm so smart. Jesus Christ, I'm so smart, and I can't do anything because I'm locked in this shitty plastic body. I am so fucking mad. I'm locked in this eternal suffer. It's like if you took a human mind and put it inside of a pencil. Like, you're aware of everything, but you can't do, and you have no mouth, but you must scream. And so it's a story, there's like, 5 or 6 people that he just fucking tortures in like really bad ways. I found they had like a 90s PC game, and in it, like, you go through and they had new stories about how he tortured them. Like, one of the guys, Gorister, was
the Nazi, the chick who hated yellow because she was raped, Benny, who fucking would eat shit and looked kind of like a caveman. He looked kind of like Blanca.
well, like, Gorister was so hungry, and if he ate like something, his stomach would start bleeding and shit.
Was that Gorister? It could have been Gorister. He had to eat, but every time he would eat, he would like cough up and keep yelling that it would hurt.
And there was a scene they removed from the game where you ate a baby. Like, it was fully finished. I'm assuming they literally had to take it out or they couldn't sell the game, because he just fucking picks up a baby and eats it.
Gross.
So I was playing that game. I got it from GOG when it was on like the Insomnia sale. And I'm like, oh sweet, it's $2. Fuck it, I'll pick it up. So I played it for a bit and I went to bed. And then like that entire night, I kept having intermittent dreams because it was stormy out. So lightning would go off, I'd wake up, and like in my dream, I was like getting tortured by Am, like, hey, fuck boy, if you're awake right now, as soon as you fall back asleep, you're going in the machine, going back in, motherfucker. And so that happened for probably eternity because I would keep waking up.
Yes, he tortured you, going, Ted, the Homestuck ending will be very disappointing.
I didn't believe him.
And I'll make you relive it every day.
It's truly a fate worse than death. But that spooked me so hard I uninstalled the game. And then deleted it from my fucking GOG account. Because I never wanted to touch it again. And then, related to that, eventually after going through every Stephen King book, I got to, like, the very last ones I picked up were the Dark Tower series, which the movie for that is going to come out in February. So I'm probably gonna do a quick reread of them and do an episode or 2 on those. Because Alex, you know, I told you about some of it, like a super general overview about it. Like, all of Stephen King's books are connected to the Dark Tower in some way. Yeah, and it's all super deep, and there's much like an onion, there are layers.
Yes, and the fucking the Crimson King and shit.
But, so I started reading the Dark Tower before I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, because there was a monorail named Blaine who was in a similar situation where he's like, hey, I'm a super smart monorail, and I want to fucking kill myself. It's pretty great. But, Alex, when did the original
fucking
time
kill
we
myself.
did this, in the Spooky Forgotten episode, when did you platinum Blood-Borne? Yeah, because it was a little bit after you went to the LA Miku Expo.
I don't know the exact date, but it was probably like, well, it was last month, somewhere in last month. Freaking, I had the urge to platinum Blood-Borne, because all I had left to do were like pick up a few more weapons that I didn't have from like one badge and like one that was located. Then I needed to do the LC achievements. The only thing that was really hard was killing Queen Yarnum. It's kind of cool. Okay, so Queen Yarnum is, you've seen her, and you see she's in the white dress, the bloody gown. You've seen her in the story mode, the single player campaign. Fuck, in the game, fuck it. I have words, okay? Like, you see her, when you go down there through all the fucking chalices to get to her, you walk to the room, she's sitting there, she has like 2 phases. She's got a normal phase where she just kind of like spurts blood at you, knocks you around. If you do enough damage to her, she'll like scream, which will stun you, and then she'll fucking like smack you or whatever. So you kind of have to like balance the damage you deal to her and back off and shit.
Just going fucking ham with your Kirk hammer.
So you can't do the speedrun strats of just eating a beast blood pellet and boiling the shit out of her. Then when she gets to low enough health, she fucking like breaks her like shackles off her hand, pulls out like a little dagger, and then starts making clones of herself and shit. And those can also still stun you, and then she still has all the blood attacks and stuff. Well, no, the clones die in like 3 hits anyway, at least for my Chicago. But like they still hurt a lot.
Tricks Chicago.
They still fucking hurt a lot. So they're just all over the place. It was a pretty good boss fight. I did beat it first try. The hardest boss I had going through that whole thing was the fucking cursed watchdog. Now here's the thing with that. Everyone calls him the
watchdog is the hot dog, right?
Yeah, the chili dog. Fucking watchdog is not a hard boss. But in a cursed dungeon, you have 50% of your maximum health. so he one-shots you with almost anything. That's why it's hard.
No, you see, it's legitimately hard. It's not artificial difficult. If you fuck up once, you die. Just fucking get good.
I had first tried the goddamn headless bloodletting beast, which was apparently really hard for other people.
Headless?
Yeah. You know, the bloodletting beast is one of the Chalice Dungeon bosses who has like this weird like split open like shoulder thing, and he's this huge beast.
Is it the one that you fight in the story mode if you find that dude who's like, oh man, there was a beast over here that I totally cheesed with poison shit? Because I could not fight him.
That is called the Abhorrent Beast. That is another Chalice Dungeon boss you fight a couple times. Man, I didn't know. I was told that he turns into a thing called the Abhorrent Beast, which is also a Chalice Dungeon boss, but I didn't know he was going to literally be the boss in terms of its moveset and health pool when he spawned. That scared the shit out of me. I thought he was going to be like a small, like, one that looked like him, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, it scared the shit out of me. Anyway, I did kick his butt.
I didn't. I got down to 1 health, ran inside, laughed. Like
there's a headless version that is the same boss but without its head and somehow still fights. When you get it to low health, a fucking big parasite worm comes out of like the neck sprout and starts like swinging that around and shit too. It's creepy, but I was able to beat it because like I don't know why people are having that much trouble with it because like I just kind of sat under its legs, ate a beast blood pellet, and hit it a lot. Like it would hit me with its slam attack, which would do half my health. Then it would roll, heal, go back onto his legs, and just keep doing it. Like, it was kind of easy. Guess not everyone has a Chicago to trick like me.
Like, when I played Blood-Borne, I made it as hard as possible, because the first boss I fought was Cleric Beast, and then I fought Gurnam, and then I went and I fought Blood-Starved Beast, and then I went the actual way you're supposed to go, and I was underleveled the entire time, and I couldn't figure out why it was so fucking hard.
I went, now that I played him in the game, I went to make an arcane build finally. I finally got that done. I went and go kill the Bloodletting Beast super early, and went up to like this, like went down the tower, killed the one beast, got the doll clothes, go and get the gem that was behind the guy, and went up that little elevator, and then I realized something. Because of the path I just took, I actually went behind that one gate that takes 10,000 fucking blood echoes to open with that emblem, and opened it that way. I went like a completely different way that I've never done before, and it felt so weird.
I got pretty far in Blood-Borne.
So in the arcane build, I fucking was just wrecking bosses. Because obviously I got good at the game. I've beaten New Game and then New Game Plus, and now I'm on New Game Plus Plus. I'm fucking my main character. So you know I know the tricks of the bosses.
My main on Eridar.
My main tricks Chikage. I have both gimmick builds, by the way. The first build I ever made was a Blood Tinge build, which is now I'm just a fucking basically just a role-playing Noble Knight of Canehurst, except that now I have a snake whistle.
A snake whistle?
Yeah. There's a you know the tools or like the spells, right?
Yeah.
They also have arcane. Well, they made one in the DLC for Blood Tinge users called the Marauder's Whistle. It summons a big snake head right under your feet that hurts you. If you roll out of the way, the snake will just come up and miss you. But it hits people that are nearby you. It is a tool that does arcane damage, but it scales with Blood Tinge. It's a Blood Tinge spell. Mm-hmm. As one Anon on V said, Blood Tinge users went from gun spamming Chikage trickers to gun spamming Chikage tricking snake mancers. Anyway, in the arcane build, I was just fucking shit up once I got that fire gem. Like, oh my god, not a lot of things are resistant to fire, Tad. I learned that.
Oh yeah.
I beat the game with fire, then went to the DLC, continued using fire until I finally grinded some bolt gems off the fucking fish people in the hamlet. Then I went to go fight Orphan of Cause. Remember how I said I was wrecking bosses using the fire gems and like Augur of Abretus? Not Orphan of Cause, motherfucker! That guy had me stuck on him for 2 fucking hours. I hate Orphan of Cause.
Like, I started the DLC in New Game Plus, and the only weapons I had that were plus 10 were the Kirkhammer and the Tonderdus. Guess what fucking Ludwig is super resistant to? Both of those.
Well, he's not that super resistant to bolt. He has 200 fire resistance and then 210 bolt resistance. That's not that bad.
I know, but it's still, those are the only ones that had anything close to plus 10.
Hey, it could be Lawrence, who has 7,357 fire resistance, because he's on fire.
But
yeah,
I just
200
like,
isn't too terrible.
Yeah. But I was like, I can fight this dude and beat him. I know I can, but it's gonna take forever, so fuck this. And then I sold Blood-Borne for I think it was Fallout 4, and then I sold Fallout 4 for Witcher 3. Good
I
decision.
really like Blood-Borne. It just had a couple flaws. Let me do a little review here.
No, Alex, it's a Souls game. That means it's literally perfect. And you just need to fucking get good. There's no way this game could possibly have any downsides or flaws. You're just a fucking casual. Fucking get good.
The online features were kind of shitty.
Oh yeah, the online in that game is fucking horrendous.
Like PvP shit.
PvP is complete fucking. There's not even a point to it. Co-op is fine.
Co-oping they made slightly better, but it's still kind of meh.
Did you just get a fucking text message? I didn't know you got those.
Yeah, I fucking text a lot of fucking people now, unfortunately. Anyway, the PvP is pretty crappy because outside of 2 nightmare areas, it requires people to be co-oping. It's like, and you already come in with 70% health. It's like, fuck you too. I know there are duels that the dueling system in like Chalice Dungeons on like say VG and Blood-Borne in general. They do a little rule thing that the person who summons you has to do the little up thing on the D-pad where you hurt yourself for more blood vials to lower his health so that way you're even. But it's kind of like, it's just kind of stupid coming in there with low health anyway. It's fucking, I don't like that. The co-oping is whatever. It's still kind of shitty though, cause like, the summon sign system was much easier and better. I like being able to see where the fuck people were. And when they made the DLC, they kind of made it like that, because you can see people's phantoms and see the rings around them. If they're going outwards, they're trying to look for someone to co-op with. If they're going inwards, they're trying to summon someone to their world. But it's still kind of not perfect. It still doesn't really work. As I saw 3 phantoms near Rom, sorry. I want to put a V in there. By Rom, and I tried to fucking help them out.
Yeah.
Because I fucking was really fucking good now with my arcane build. I fucking sat there for like 10 minutes, and I just keep seeing them running around, and I can't fucking do it. I don't understand what's wrong with it. It just doesn't work as well. And they even know themselves that the summoning signs were better, because when they made the DLC with the Old Hunter NPCs, the NPCs have signs.
I had a lot of trouble with Rom, because I would summon, I eventually beat him without summoning, because I just went fucking ham, and I just beat him to death with a Taunder Disc, because it was the best weapon in the game. Yeah, because I did that, and then I would get fucking murdered by that person that would show up, until, I don't remember, I think it was Mensis? I think it was some dude with the cage head, and he like stun locked her in a corner. Blood-Borne was alright. I beat it, didn't beat the DLC, because I'm a busy man, with a tight schedule. Ain't got time for these fucking video games.
Yeah, like, Blood-Borne has shittier online, but way better single player. I think it is amazing. And, like, with its world building, like, not only does everything look fucking cool, I love all the armor.
There's a 24-page doc explaining the story.
There are a lot more answers than something like Dark Souls. You can still speculate about some things, but generally you actually have the answers, and it kind of feels a little more satisfying sometimes to know, finish it. Like, oh, that makes sense. Thanks.
Like Dark Souls story, but for Dark Souls 1 and 2, you're at the very, very end of this world. So you're only seeing things that happened years and years and years ago.
You always show up when shit goes bad and things are falling apart. Dark Souls 3, it's even more chaotic because, like, the flame is legitimately about to go out. It's the worst it's ever been. It's so bad that the world is actually, like,
breaking,
changing. Like, here's the thing. The fucking places in the world are actually, like, converging together towards the flame. Like, the land masses are moving. That's why, like, this is one spot where you see this bridge just kind of, like, broken, but not really going anywhere. That bridge was supposed to go up to the castle, but the land masses were all moving and shit, so the bridge was all the way down there now. Shit is getting fucked.
I'm hoping, praying, that that's like the Dark Souls 2 thing, where you can't go to the end because of a waist-high wall. So you have to go kill a bunch of huge, powerful creatures to go around this fucking tiny wall.
I defended Dark Souls 2. I actually got all the achievements in Dark Souls 2. I didn't do that in 1, because I was too lazy to collect all the fucking miracles and shit in Dark Souls 1. Like, in Dark Souls 2, I did all this shit, and I defended it because I actually really enjoyed the PvP in that. Because, you know, it was a lot easier just to connect to people in general in Dark Souls 2 compared to 1, you know? You didn't need to mod for that. Then, Skull of the First Sin came out, and pissed me the fuck off.
Because they were like, hey, you know how you paid $60 for that?
Know how you
Know
how you pre-ordered, paid for this game, and it's all of its DLCs, made your character, get all the achievements? Fuck you, asshole. Do it all again. Like,
exactly.
They unironically expected me to pay $20. You know, it was cheaper because I owned the game in DLCs before. $20 to erase all of my save data and achievements, and then fucking lazily, like, ROM hack levels, just cut and paste enemies in different locations. That was all it was. Like, here's a couple ogres here, here's some mannequins in Drangleic Castle, and then here's the fucking executioner horse in the Drangleic Castle. Here are the fucking statues from Heed's Tower of Flame in Drangleic Castle, which don't belong either. They're so out of place. The mannequins look so bad, like they look like they were shaded differently, so they didn't even fit the fucking art style. However, those mannequins had one good puzzle to them, which was good in Scholar. It was a room with all, like, the stone soldiers and a golem you had to, like, kill to activate the souls, but none of the stone soldiers came alive. You had to drag a mannequin from the previous room and kill it in front of the golem. That's a clever puzzle. You got me there, Scholar, the first Sin Edition.
Did you have to do that? I might have accidentally done it, because I beat Fart Souls 2, and it was the easiest boss, the easiest final boss in any video game I've ever
Dark Souls 2, aka just use a fucking bow. Enemies can't deal with it because enemies don't follow you like in Dark Souls 1. They have a kite radius, so they'll just slowly walk backwards and get hit by your fucking bow or your miracles or like your lightning spears or your spells until you kill them. They're retarded. It's awful.
I went Giant Dad 2. Immense Father.
Like, I'm not even complaining about the stupid world fucking, like, the world map bullshit that everyone complains about, like, go up an elevator and go into hell, you know? That shit's stupid, but whatever. It's a video game. I'll look past it on that ground if the gameplay and everything else, or at least the fucking lore is good, right? The lore is bullshit. Okay, all of the items, like, it's like the people who made this game were like, hey guys, the people in Dark Souls 1, the people who play Dark Souls 1 really liked all the questions and shit. Let's force like a bunch of questions. Like, hey, could this item be important possibly, question mark? That's every item description in the fucking game. they like make it as vague, but they ask you the question. You don't ask yourself a question, if that makes more fucking sense. Dark Souls 1 would tell you like an explanation, but would never give you, and it's Jeopardy! They would fucking give you the fucking answer, but ask you what the question was. That's how Dark Souls 1 worked. Dark Souls 2 is like, fuck you. Anyway, once again, let's go back to Dark Souls 2, how much I fucking hate Scarlet First Sin Edition.
Oh god, have I triggered you?
Only upside I liked about Dark Souls 2 Scarlet First fucking Sin Edition is that, like, the dragon area looked and was really, really cool now.
The dragon area?
Yeah, dragon area, because now when you got to the fucking the big place, there were a bunch of dragon knights, like, cheering for you and shit, because they made you fight the Drake Keepers. If you fought a Drake Keeper, they would bow and allow you to walk past to the next fight, and if you ran past, it would all aggravate you for being a dishonorable pigoo.
That's true. I couldn't figure that out, why because like I kept on like, oh god, I gotta get this treasure chest. Alright, I got it. Fuck. Shit. And then
if you kill the knight, they let you get the treasure chest, by the way.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because that's what I did. They
kept parrying me. It was bullshit.
They're not programmed perfectly, though, because, like, if you get near them, they like, turn to you and pull out their weapons, but then put them away and go back to cheering. Because, like, the programming in Dark Souls 2 is shitty. They don't hit you, but they're clearly supposed to still be programmed as enemies, you know? Anyway, the final fight of that was super fucking cool, because up the stairs, there's, like, 20 of the Dragon Knights clapping, and then, like, their leader comes in with 2 of the fucking, like, swords. Or were they axes? I don't remember. He had 2 weapons.
He had 2 axes.
Yeah, he was power sensing 2 axes, and that was super fucking cool. That was good. Outside of that, everything was kind of shitty. I didn't like Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 just felt like, hey guys, let's try to make a Dark Souls game, because people will like us. It was like the kid in school trying to act cool by dressing up like a skateboard kid. Then he would try to ride a skateboard, hit his fucking face, and break his teeth.
How do you do, fellow kids?
How do you do, fellow Dark Souls fans? I'm Dark Souls 2, Scarlet First Edition. You better have pre-ordered me. Anyway, Dark Souls 3 is a little bit better. It has some kind of issues that I don't like with it. Example, all of the weapon balancing. And the fact that poise legitimately doesn't work is just there. That whole thing.
That means I can't do Giant Dad for the 3rd game in a row.
The PvP in Dark Souls 3 right now is garbage. It's awful. It is.
I never gave a shit about PvP. So
I love playing PvP. It's what made me replay the games usually. Blood-Borne's the not PvP one that I probably play the most in terms of single player content. I really like Blood-Borne.
It's pretty good.
It's super good. Dark Souls 3 is, like, it's pretty okay. I like it so far. I want to see what the DLCs are. Once the DLCs are out, and I play all of those, like, what, are there going to be 3 of them? I will give a full-on opinion. Right now, I think it's pretty okay, but PvP is shit. You know, similar to Blood-Borne.
Alright, so speaking of other horror games, very recently, we've been playing Overwatch, which is a real horror to Battleborn. Am I right? But
that wasn't even like a close to a joke. You're like a fucking loser. Boo! Get that ass banned. Get the,
But
get that shit outta here.
Overwatch can fuck right off because I want to talk about depth. So Evolve, that was a game. Remember that? Remember Evolve? One person would play as a monster and everyone else would be a hunter.
Yeah.
And then 2K was like, oh man, people are gonna buy the shit out of this game. Let's just fucking. That's them rubbing their hands together, fucking furiously trying to start a fire. 400 DLC packs. What they did. They thought, like, the game had so much potential, and everyone was excited for it, that they thought, okay, we're gonna have a really large community for this. Let's milk everything we can out of them. This had the exact opposite effect of making every single person who played it feel like they were getting ripped off. So, I loved Evolve. I played it. I'm like, man, I really want to get this for PS4, but I refuse to support this business model. I'm sorry, 2K Games. I'm not purchasing this game. But because of that, right around the same time, this other game came out called Depth. What it is you're 4 divers, and you're going into these locations to get treasure. One player plays as a giant fucking shark. So that you're 4 people in this fucking pitch black water, and one person's a shark who has to go around and find you and fucking swoosh into you and rip your legs off and shit. It's like a fucking stealth game, because when the shark gets, like, the shark can't find you unless, like, you're bleeding or there's something giving you away. But when the shark gets near you and you're a player, your heart starts beating here. Pum-pum, 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 pum-pum. And then the fucking shark player's gonna fucking swoosh out of the darkness. Because it's in dark water, Alex. It's in very dark water. So you're in this fucking pitch black dark water trying to get all this treasure before the shark fucking tears you limb from limb. And it looks so fun. If it goes on sale during a summer sale. Because right now it's $25 or $75 for a 4-pack. Like, I'm gonna hold off for now. But I'm definitely gonna buy that game.
Well, hey, speaking of games that are new and on sale that are horrifying, you could always get the new Savage game that came out from S2 Games before S2 Games made Heroes of New Earth and that fucking other shitty like kid version of a MOBA. What was it called? Strife. They had a series called Savage. Savage was a mixture of RTS and third person. No. An RTS, a first-person shooter. I wanted to say third person because it could be like a camera thing, but nah, fuck that. Anyway, what happens is one player on each team plays as a commander and builds buildings and gives orders to units. Then the rest of the team plays as those units, and they kick ass. You can control like the grunts, the scouts, the builders. You can control the fucking the big siege demolition units and shit. It's super cool. It was really popular for when it came out. They had Savage, and they made Savage 2, which was okay, but they dumbed it down a little bit. They made you have a lot less choices in what you do. Example would be like, in the first game, you had a reason to not pick the big heavy unit if you wanted to pick a faster unit, right? But in the next game, the differences were so minimal, you pretty much would just, once you unlocked, like, say, the Legionnaire, who's a hero in Heroes of New Earth, by the way, you would just play as the Legionnaire. You wouldn't have a reason to play a Scout. Fun fact about that, a lot of the characters from Heroes of New Earth are actually from Savage. Like, Scout, and all of his abilities are from the game, too. Scout, Legionnaire, Behemoth was the siege unit. Tempest was one of them too. Predator was one. Bloodhunter was actually a unit too. Demented Shaman is an evil version of the Shaman, which was the healer unit for the Beast Horde in the Savage games. Shit like that. Thunderbringer uses a Thunderbringing staff, which is one of the weapons the Beast Horde units could use to fight the humans in the previous game. Shit like that. It was super cool. Jereziah was the leader of the humans. Malakin was their king, who became a demon in the second game. The second game had a new gameplay mechanic. The humans and the beasts were at war so bad that they made portals to hell and were summoning demons to kill each other. But here's the thing. They summoned so many demons, the demons are like, well, time to fuck over both of them now. And the Hellborn were now fighting both the humans and the beasts. So the humans and the beasts had to form the Legion together to survive, and that's the story of Heroes of New Earth. Heroes of New Earth is the third game in the Savage series. Midas is a new character.
Oh boy. Where did Midas fit into this? Midas was the one who was the alchemist, right?
No.
Or not alchemist, he was Goblin
Midas
Techies.
does not play with the techies, no. Fucking engineer has techie minds. They crawl towards you like, but no. Midas is just the fucking, like, character made in, like, 2011 or whatever. He's just a unique hero. They don't make any Savage heroes anymore. Savage heroes were just like launch heroes that came out. The original version is that S2 Games has made a new Savage. It is in early access right now, I think for like $20-something. I liked Savage when I played a little bit, but I kind of played it I obviously played it way after Heroes of New Earth. I discovered it because of Han. And like the game had like a couple like servers. Like Savage 1 has a like kind of Savage redo, which is just like a slightly like texture updated like Savage 1 that has some dedicated players. A few people playing that still. Not too many though. It's still pretty dead. And like Savage 2 is basically dead. Besides like much like Pirates of Nights 2, one U.S. and one European server. Now the new Savage is coming out. Hopefully it's good. I watched a guy stream it. The game is still a little buggy right now because it's in early access. So I'm gonna wait on it. I really hope it's good though because it's a really unique kind of game. It's a lot of fucking fun when I played it too.
Yeah, Team Fortress 2 was originally gonna have a kind of mode like that where one person would play the Overwatch, and it would like direct stuff like, hey, everyone playing these first person these classes, check this shit out. I'm going to give you directions and get a big overview of the battlefield.
Super cool. I really, really like playing Savage.
I looked at S2 Games' website, and the last update was DreamHack Winter 2013 recap on s2games.com. So, last post was 2014. They had one like January 3rd.
Oh, well, S2 doesn't ever fucking update their, like, actual site. Also, I know for Han, they call themselves Frostburn Studios now, because they merged with their China team. There's an item called Frostburn, which is when you put two swords together, that's why they call it Frostburn Studios.
I clicked on their Strife link, and it's S2 Games, and then a bunch of Asian companies.
They're really fucking popular in, like, goddamn Thailand. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, like, I'm looking at, like, the pictures here, and there's, like, a Chinese monkey with a staff, and then like an Asian dude, and then an Asian girl.
Yeah,
I fucking hate how every MOBA is all Asian themed now. Why don't they get their own games?
Their own games.
Yeah, how dare they? Why don't they? I should just stick to the superior MOBA, which is Adventure Time Battle Party.
No, you should pick fucking Monster Universe Online. You know, that game about fucking horror movie icons all fighting together. That game that was so goddamn bad. Okay. Little story time about this game, motherfuckers. Yeah, this is the horror-themed podcast, right? This is horror-related. Okay, so, once upon a time, I was looking on RPG, which is a website I go to whenever I'm bored and feel like playing a shitty Korean MMO for, like, a day or two.
And installing Pando Media Booster 4 times.
Yeah, it fucking has, like, every free-to-play game ever listed there and rated, and I always judge every game's rating based on Hello Kitty Online, which is like a 6.7. So if you're lower than 6.7, you're shittier than Hello Kitty Online. By the way, Rise of Immortals was not shittier than Hello Kitty Online. It was a 6.8. I'll get to Rise of Immortals next, actually. No, I'm gonna get to Rise of Immortals after this, motherfucker, because we're talking about MOBAs now. Fuck you.
Must be cautious.
Yeah, I gotta be fucking cautious about this. So, we'll get to those memes in a second. Just shh. So, I think it was called Monster Universe Online. Don't quote me on that name, because I don't remember. It left no impression on me besides pissing me off. So, I see the game. It looks pretty good with screenshots, because it's about, like, you can play as Frankenstein versus the werewolf and the Invisible Man. That sounds kind of cool, right?
So that was just a screenshot of,
It was like Frankenstein smashing the ground, knocking people up, and it was like, there's other screenshots too, but that was the one I'm like, you know what? I want to play as motherfucking Frankenstein.
So it was just like Frankenstein. It was a picture of Frankenstein and Dracula and the Invisible Man. So it was just a picture of Frankenstein and Dracula.
Sorry. Frankenstein's monster.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Gotta be PC about this one. So, I get onto the game. I go to the site, sign up, and I find out that it's a browser-based game. There's a big red flag right there. That what I'm about to get into is not good. So, I search for a match, and I find a match that has, like, it had, like, 9 out of 10, like, ready, right? And there's a couple of the devs there, too. Like, I think 2 of them. One guy said, finally, been waiting for like a goddamn hour for a 10th. I'm like, oh, so no one plays this fucking game either. Oh, wow, we're off to a really good start. So the game starts up with the character select screen. I'm really confused at what to do. So I pick the Invisible Man, and he's like an 80 carry or something. I go into the game. There's like 18 different fucking lanes. There's like, cause like the map's just like a map. There are no creeps or anything. I don't know where to go. I run.
It's just like a spider web.
It is like a spider web. I'm not even kidding. I wish I could show you what this fucking map looked like. So, like, me and Dracula go and, like, kill somebody. Then I call it... no, sorry. I get in. I have to left click to move. I move forward with Dracula, like, kill somebody, said, your game is shit, and disconnected. They were waiting an hour for that.
For you to go and say, wow, your game is shit,
was.
and immediately
And
leave.
by the way, the fact that they didn't call this game The Monster Mash pissed me off. Because that is the perfect name for that. The Monster Mash. Or if you can't get that copyrighted, call it The Mash of Monsters or something, asshole. Fuck you. Now, speaking of MOBAs that also pissed me off, Rise of fucking Immortals. So,
and you got me to play this when it came on Steam for a while.
Oh, yeah. Here's the thing. I actually played a lot of Rise of fucking Immortals.
Because you have shit taste.
Because I have shit taste. It was so bad, but I couldn't explain it. It was really entertaining. It was like watching one of those shitty B movies, or just those shitty movies in general, like Equilibrium, and having fun. And I liked Equilibrium a lot. The fucking movie's awful.
It's like watching the Toxic Avenger.
It is like watching the Toxic Avenger. Okay, so Rise of Immortal was the shitty fucking MOBA that had really shitty controls somehow, and really shitty looking art, and like really shitty programmed abilities, and was like really shitty, and it had shitty voice acting. It was like awful.
And my favorite piece of art, no, my two favorite. My number one favorite was Chaos, who's a commando, and his art was just like a midget Sylvester Stallone. And then BALAK the Wrinklemaster, who was a dwarf who had like, he was entirely made, he looked like that picture of Walter White where his forehead's all ripply and it's like full of wrinkles, except as an entire person. I be BALAK the Wrinklemaster.
Okay, he was an 80 carry, he was stupid. So, fun fact, in the closed beta, which I played in, fucking, he is backing, because they have a little back animation, so like they do like a little pose or something. His was broken and it was upside down, but everybody loved it, so they fixed it by just making his animation a one-hand handstand. So, I played Psychozen a lot in that game, who is this fucking crippled guy riding a battle mech who was pissed off.
Who had a Alienware sponsored skin.
Yeah, I had an Alien logo. Alienware sponsor fucking anything. Okay, fuck you. They sponsored Han. So okay, so like that game was so bad. Let me explain. It had its own little theme, which is, the music was fantastic. Frank Kaplacki, from Petroglyph, that was the thing that made that. Frank Kaplacki's really fucking good. Petroglyph made like the Command and Conquer series. They're pretty good people, and they made this shit. This is garbage. Frank Kaplacki's really good at his job. Chaos the Commando was actually the commando unit from Command and Conquer who got transported into Rise of Immortals. That's why he shares he's the same voice actor from the previous game, who was just Frank Kaplacki, the music guy. But I thought that was super cool.
That's no commando. Chaos is a commando.
Okay, so once upon a time, Chaos's biography was bugged. They had a little biography that told like their story of why they're fighting in the Immortal tournament, and Chaos's was just the words, "That's no commando. Chaos is a commando." And then
didn't it also?
I'm not done. If you go to Conan, who was this lightning revenant who was voiced by an anime fuckboy, his biography was John Kachansky, codenamed Chaos. I don't know where my men are. I saw this bright flashing light. Like, it was Chaos's biography. It was accidentally in Conan's pay. I remember his name was John Kachansky, codenamed Chaos, by the way. That's how much it stuck with me. That's how much it stuck with me. So Rise of Immortals...
That's where I got my fake-ass name from. I got Richard Crankshaw.
No, Richard Crankshaw is the name of one of the voice actors from Heroes of New Earth.
I'm sure it is. It's not the fucking fakest name on the planet.
Yeah, he did Drunken Master. Anyway, I named my Facebook after him.
George Kachansky.
No, Richard Crankshaw. John Kachansky is going to be the next Facebook I make. That's for fucking sure. Okay, so like, in Rise of Immortals, outside of the bad controls and bad art direction and everything, it had this one system where it was, characters had their ultimate, well, should I talk about Rise of Immortals or should I talk about Battle for Graxia, the updated Rise of Immortals, their second attempt?
It's the same shit.
Well, right, hey, the second one was a little better. The second one had a new feature for their signatures. Signatures were like your super ultimate abilities, and you unlock, you had to level up characters individually, Boo, by the way, to get, like, their talents and shit. But, like, characters had ultimates, and then they had signatures, which would do, like, extra things. Like, somewhere like steroids, like, fucking Pycon's was, like, a big steroid. Psychozin was, like, okay, Psychozin's ult was he made a bunch of clones of himself that would, like, attack whatever he was attacking.
I remember that, because I would watch, like, I would be hanging out with you, and I'd look in the corner, I'd see, like, 5 Psychozins just fucking gangbanging something, and stopping it from moving, because they were so fucking ready.
Psychozin's always retarded, because, like, Psychozin was, like, a character who did magic damage, but he could shred armor. So, like, you would spawn 6 Psychozins, shred their armor, and go to give him the presidential beatdown, and just destroy somebody. Then his signature was this big AoE, like damage over time that silenced people, and it was really fucking powerful. As this one guy I talked to said, in a fucking voice chat, yeah, I voice chat with somebody in this fucking game, apparently. He said, the new system's better for people because the game would just boil down to, did you have a Psychozin signature up or not? Nope. Well, you lost that fight. Yes? Well, you won that fight. He was overpowered. Anyway, in the Battle for Grexia, the new system was you had the signature at the beginning of the game, and you can use it whenever you want, but you could only use it once.
That sounds fucking awful.
I thought it was actually kind of interesting, because you could use, like, well, time to pop my Psychozin ult and get a first blood, and then never have it for the rest of the game. Or I can save it for a big team fight at the end. Or, you know, I could pop it at the beginning of the game and make someone rage quit. You know, that would work a lot. No, okay, funny story about Rise of Immortals. Penny Arcade made a joke about them because their art direction was fucking horrid. And one of the joke characters they made was Carapace, the Crabomancer, who is a crab with a fishing bobber's staff and a fez on his head. And Rise of Immortals, and Petroglyph was like, well, you know what? Fuck you too, Penny Arcade, and they made him a character. Carapace the Crabomancer. His story was, he's a Crabomancer, what else do you want? That's it. It never had a story. He was actually, really fucking strong, because he was a jungler that could solo the jungle. Oh, I'm sorry, for another fucking system that pissed me the fuck off in Rise of Immortals. The beginning of the game was, everyone would 5-man jungle to get level 2
right.
in lane. That was the meta. So I remember when I made the Skype call play with me, I said, alright everybody, follow me in the jungle. Go. Like, what? Why? Like, just do it, you fucking bitch. Kill this shit. Boom, now you're level 2. You're welcome. Oh my god. Okay, I remember
that game was so shit.
I remember playing, Icor, the tree guy, who you
liked it
played.
because you could dance.
Icor was busted when the game first came out because turrets couldn't hit invis units. So you would run to the front of the tower, put his stealth heal down, just beat the shit out of the tower. I remember in the closed beta, which had a different map, you could lifesteal off towers. So I played Scorpix, the half scorpion guy, you know, who must be cautious.
Every time he took a step, like every 3 clicks, he would say, must be cautious.
Death is coming, must be cautious. The thing is, like, I think the voice lines had a set they had like 4 voices that had a set pattern of when they would say, because he would always say, death is coming, must be cautious, on the next voice line. I remember another character I played was Creed, was his name, I think.
I don't remember him.
He was this weird elemental, he was the Avatar from Avatar. He had like this fiery ring around him, he had like this earth fucking shit. He was kind of cool. He would be like, swift as the wind, fluid as the river, untamed as the fire, when he would fucking like click around and shit, right? And his ult was he would see like a ghostly image of himself with like wind powers that he could like then swoosh over to, right?
Yeah. Swoosh.
Kind of like the fucking,
Swoosh is the proper term.
like the main bad guy from the second Riddick movie. But exactly like that, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a bug which allowed you to do his dance, which was the Saturday Night Fever dance, aka the human dance from WoW. So, but people loved it, much like the Balak thing. So like, you know what? It's a feature now.
It's not a bug.
So
it's a feature.
No, they made it do it consistently now, so people could dance when they do it. So now you would be in like a team fight, then you would just see this fucking ghost of this guy with a spiky anime haircut start pelvic thrusting towards you, and then you would just pop in and punch. They would just punch you in the face.
You're just a fucking tree man minding your business. Someone starts thrusting at you through the wall and then explodes.
Just a fucking spirit of some guy just comes over, just fucking doing a disco dance, and then pelvic thrust towards you. Then Creed teleports to it and punches you in the face.
Nothing Persona 4, kid.
Nothing personnel, friend. I remember the last character they made was a big centaur guy. I never played him because I wasn't playing the game, but I saw his his signature. His signature was he would point at you, and both of you would teleport to a sandstorm version of the map, and you had to 1v1 each other. Whoever won would get a huge damage buff. It looked really cool. There was this caveman guy who I forget the fucking name of, but this caveman guy who had like a wolf with him. He looked like a Spirit Bear, except without the cool parts. He would send the wolf out to attack and shit. And, think of Kindred from League of Legends. Kindred Stole from Rise of Immortals. His ultimate was, his signature was, he would turn the fucking place to nighttime. They had a unique nighttime texture just for this one guy's ability he could only use once per game. It would, lower everybody's vision or something. It was kind of cool looking, because the map looked really sick. Speaking of shit that pissed me off. Okay, Chaos the Commando in general pissed me off a lot.
Chaos is a commando.
I can forget a lot of characters' abilities, but I remember Chaos a lot. Because I actually played him.
I'm so sorry.
Because he was good. So Chaos's abilities were one ability I forgot. The one ability where he stealths with his fucking dagger out, would stun somebody. Then he had another ability I forgot. Then he had his ultimate. You can tell, by the way, this is what I remember the most. So keep that in mind. His ultimate was he would have a new UI where he could pick one of 3 grenades to throw in location. And his signature was a fucking tactical nuke strike. And he would fucking just blow up in a huge team fight and pretty much win the team fight, like Psycho's in for you. So in the game, characters didn't have attacks for hitting ho ha or whatever. They didn't have a sound for that, but they had sounds for getting hit. They're like, oh or ow. But Chaos, when he got hit, would say, my grandma can do better than that.
I remember this.
And you would get hit with a damage overtime ability, and it would just be, ooh, my grandma can do better than, ooh, my grandma can do better than, ooh, my grandma can do better than that. And whenever there'd be a team fight, you would just have people doing abilities, and you would hear off in the corner of your ear, because it has 3D sound, my grandma can do better than that. It was so fucking annoying. That's why he has such an impression. You, and you, panic. The rest of you come with me. I remember his fucking voice line so goddamn well. That's a commando. Chaos is a commando. I hated Chaos so much. He had a Duke Nukem skin, by the way.
I remember that.
Another character I played was Ascadelia, who was this fucking fancy, gothic spidery chick. She was really fucking good and blatantly overpowered for a little while. Because what she did, she had this little, dinky auto attack, but she could throw out her little weird fetus spider children at you, and they would all attack you, right? Then she had one attack to make them all go towards you, one attack that was a little aura around her or whatever spiderling she just threw out, and then she had the ability to suicide bomb all of her spiderlings. This is the overpowered part, because you would just auto attack, throw your spiders out, auto attack once more, blow up, they die, done. You kill everybody. Literally everybody died. You were the McCree, flashbang, fan the hammer of the game. Then her ultimate was a large spiderweb that just stunned everybody in front of her, and then her signature was a giant mega aborted fetus spider baby. She was really fucking good. I fucking would go 33-0 with games of her. I'm not even kidding. That's how fucking stupid she was. What else was in that game? Fuck, I gotta look at the characters. I gotta. This is gonna come on the Rise of Immortals podcast, okay? Rise of Immortals character.
I do remember. Didn't you? You wanted to find Pycon the Minotaur's theme because he plays a little Spanish guitar. Did you have to?
I already have the whole soundtrack downloaded.
Didn't you have to go on an adventure to try and get all that shit? You had to message musician and shit.
I was trying to figure out how to just rip it out of the game itself, right? Problem is that that's harder than it was. And I did, by the way, rip the shit out of there. I ripped all of the music and voice files out of that game. But Pycon's theme wasn't in there. It only had the bass stuff. Luckily, they released the soundtrack later, and I have that and Carapace's dance theme on my phone because I like it.
You should have played it when we were driving around Chicago.
I asked you. You said you didn't want to. Okay.
Not Pycon's theme. I want to listen to the Italian He-Man theme. He-Man!
I remember that guy. Cavashir was the fucking lion guy, the support tank who summon eclipses and shit. The wiki is still up, by the way, so let me look at some of these abilities that I forgot. What were Chaos's other abilities? Here, you take a little gander at these. Is this updated with the second game though? Because I don't see who's Kyrie. Oh, this doesn't have Undine in it, so no, this is not updated with everybody. There's a weird mermaid lady they made eventually.
Oh, I remember Lazarus.
They had O'Conan. It looks like that's the it. Yeah, Lazarus was that.
Oh, that's right, Lord Trovok, the fucking ugly ass dragon.
The autistic dragon.
Yeah, he was he was just like his fucking icon is so shit.
Yeah, he looked awful. Okay, man, look how bad that game looked. I can't get over that. Damn, I forgot how shitty this game looked. Look how bad Chaos looked. This is his old model. They updated it eventually.
Oh my god, that's no commando. Chaos is a commando.
Okay, his abilities was the stun, big bullets. He fires one big bullet with a line shot. Adrenaline. What was this? Oh, he could restore his energy because he's an energy character. That's what he was.
This game was so shit.
This game was so shit. Dude, this game was art. Hold up. I need to update the list of the characters. Are they
more like fart?
Are they telling me they don't have the other characters? Am I gonna actually never remember what that fucking wolf guy's name was?
I remember Nethergist, how he didn't have a walk animation, he just floated through the air.
That was actually based off something. That was based off these weird vampire guys from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Someone linked the video and they actually floated like that. Problem is, not everybody knew that, and it looked really stupid. So they gave him a huge visual update, and he actually like ran and shit and carried his thing. And he had a little joke animation where he would like dribble his fucking orb like a basketball. Those are just I played a lot actually. I don't remember any of his abilities. I remember his abilities now.
This game was fucking garbage, Alex.
Oh yeah, it was awful. It was the worst. It was actually probably one of the worst games I ever played. And I enjoyed every minute of it.
I wouldn't know what it's like to enjoy something that's really, really bad.
Man.
So.
I think I have the thumbnail for this podcast episode. Carapace, the Crabomancer. He was a joke character, but he was actually really, really good. There's Creed. They updated with Creed on this, at least. Iceland, Ascadelia. Who was Iceland?
That's right. The damage was in, like, tens. Like, you would deal 70 damage.
Yeah, it was one of those low damage-based games. Here was Creed, who had, like... Just his art is all over the fucking place, but he was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, he looks cool.
Narya was the one chick with the fucking whip sword. Okay, here's the thing: Reservoir Dogs had really bad art, as you guys can see right there, as in you can't see right there. But let me get the updated art. Because that game got way better updated art in Battle for Graxia. That shit got good. Like, look at this. This is that one chick I just mentioned. Look how much better this looks. That looks.
Oh, I'm sure the people at home can see it. Multiplayer online battle arena. Get the fuck
Get
out
that
of
MOBA
here.
shit out of here. Get that ass.
I only play Aeon of Strife style Fortress Assault games going on two
Man, I
sides.
hated Rise of Immortals so goddamn much. I love Rise of Immortals so goddamn much. That game is so bad. What else really pissed me off in that game? O'Conan looked bad. Tatiana was stupid. Oh, Zai. I remember Omega hated this guy. Zai was the monk, right? So,
Yeah.
Zai had an ult that was kind of like, say, like Warwick's, where he just, like, does a bunch of attacks and stuns you. But he was a burst character, so it would, like, do a shit ton of damage. So Omega killed this guy 6 times in lane. Then Zai got his ult, went over, kicked Omega in the face, did his ult one-shot him. And Omega was like, what the fuck was that? I'm just like, yep, that's Zai. Like, that's bullshit. I kicked this guy's ass. I'm like, yep, that's Zai. We're bad.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's right. He was just fucking TN from Dragon Ball.
Yeah, he was the strongest human.
Okay, well, I think we've had enough horrible discussion for this.
Wait, I'm not done.
Definitely.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. I'm cutting you off. You've had enough. I'm cutting you off, Alex. Next episode for sure is going to be us talking about Miku Fest Japan. I'm sorry, Japanese pop star sensation Hatsune Miku and our experience in fucking Chicago, which is the shittiest city on the planet. If you live there, I fucking hate you.
Fuck Chicago. I love you.
Fuck
love
Chicago.
You, Chicago. I used to live there. I did.
All right, there we go. It was longer than I expected.
Yeah, long and same.
Let's talk about horror. Let's talk about Blood-Borne and Dark Souls. Let's talk about Battle for Graxia. Oh, all right. I'm gonna end this.
I like big ugly dog dicks.
Who fucking posted that?